How did I do this? Aha! Takes care of that. Hold you tight. This is my experiment. Sometimes I just want to jump on, but just be like fucking around, kind of, you know. I got this egg thing from Nick O'Rourke. You might know Rourke Bows. It's got this action like that. And oh my god, I hate it. But I gotta figure out how to make it likable. And I got jams going. What do we got? Bended Knee. Down on Bended Knee, Boys to Men. Just some throwback music. Actually, I think this is about to just play Boys to Men only. We'll find out. Who's to say? Who's out there? Anybody out there tonight? Oh, there goes another one. The tiniest little beads. Worst mechanism all time. Wait a second, is this down in Benny? Oh, that was I'll Make Love to You, the last one. Jeez Louise. Really setting the mood here. Okay. Just out here. Tuning some sweet fidgets. Welcome. If you're out there. Then check it out too. It came with these colored Zerk. Although I don't believe it, it almost feels stainless steel, just flamed or something. Gotta figure this thing out here. Okay, let's set these right up here. Extra PEI plates. All right. There we go. Let's see here if we can get this thing humming. Should I go colored Zerk? Got a heft to it. Or should I tune it with the PEI plates? That's the question. The lightweight ones, I feel like I could add some, I don't know if I have springs small enough to fit in here, but that could really do it. Where they used to be. Yeah, see, these springs, well, it helps if there's just one and not two springs together there. But let's see if they fit. Do they? No. Damn. It's like by a fraction of an inch, fraction of a millimeter more likely. All right, let's see if I've got any thinner springs. That could be a winner. Negative, also not a winner. I don't know if that's going to be possible. Which means we got to go with the original spring. But I have to get it tuned. Wow. Not a thing in there. That fits to that size. All right, let's see what else we got for music here. I heard about this band, Geese. Promised to listen to them. See if it's any good. Geese. Has anyone heard of the band Geese? Let's find out if they're any good here. I was down for discovering some new jams. Interesting. It's not the vibe I was expecting. All right. Now it seems like taking this inside mechanism and putting this right on the edge. Oh, shoot. That on there. That on there. Now these are magnetized. That's not going to be possible. Oh no. The fuck? Uh-oh, we gotta do surgery here. Let's try and get this. We fucking did it. Extracted. Hell yeah. It's dangerous work here. Clearly I was not meant to fucking do it. I'm such a sucker for 90s music, man. Boyz II Men was so good. UB40, REM, New Radicals, fucking Cranberries, Natalie Merchant. So I'm just naming fucking 90s bands. All right, there we go. What's up, XXX Temptation? I always say it that way. I don't know what, if I'm totally pronouncing that wrong. Welcome. I'm literally, I just was gonna sit here and do some, you know, fidget tuning. I thought, what the hell? What if I just hop on and people can join and maybe they're tuning while I'm tuning and just a happy tuning family. Something is not right about this thing because Nick O'Rourke sent it to me. Springs are not conical at all. But something about these beads are not good. Anybody else out there tuning anything tonight? Sitting there trying to tune fidgets, man. Generally, I do this in front of the TV while we watch a show. Tonight, it would have been, well, no, tonight wouldn't have been Pluribus. If anybody's been watching that, the new Vince Gilligan show. But the wife is sick now. Oh my God, man. We have been ravaged by the stomach flu in our house. Just nuts. So now she's sick, so I was, you know, lacking nightly activity. So here I am, you know. Yo, thank you, man. Doing great. I don't have to listen to hate. Okay, you have a good day and night. Oh yeah, thank you. Is there hate? That'd be a bummer, you know. I try to, you know, leave the hate at the door. I don't want to learn more about the privacy policy, YouTube, you know. All right. Weird. Yeah, I only have that one ball bearing in white ceramic, or Teflon rather. Oh, Matt, what's happening? The Ergo Boy is phenomenal, man. So good. If I have it on me, let me see. Yeah. So good. So good. Oh, yeah. Congrats, man. Um, what material did you get it in? Were you lucky enough to get one of those sick, like, zircons? You know what? Luckily, Jason is just a kind dude, and he anodized that for me before he sent it to me. So that was really cool of him to do. God, Nick O'Rourke, if you're out there, I hate this egg, buddy. Oh, I hate this egg. Standard tie. I don't think there's been a crystal tie one yet, but he's made some really killer body styles. Yeah, you're right. I should share some more pictures. I think I posted the review when I did it, but it really is beautiful. And like this lighting probably doesn't do it super justice either because it's already kind of blue and purple-ish in here. But you know, you see it in the sun or something. It's so cool. Mateo, what's up? No, that's all balls and springs. And then I got this egg piece here that I'm trying to put together. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Matt, if you get yours anodized, go to Shiny EDC. Tyler does insane stuff. If you want to look at their work, they are on Instagram. You can check them out there. Shiny EDC. Top 5 sliders. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, good. So you've already done work with Tyler. He did phenomenal on my swoop. And then I saw a Pura. You know, obviously they did Puras in black, but I was going to get my green one done in black, and then I saw somebody anodize their screws purple, and it looked so good. So good. Mateo, by the way, I have magnets also in one of these containers. It drives me absolutely bonkers because they connect and then these little tops pop open. And I've got to figure out a better system, but I also have to figure out a better way to actually track what magnets I use in what. Boy, you know what? Like my top 5 spinners in no particular order. I'll go brand probably because generally, if I like the brand, I can count on each spinner being or each slider being great. So I would say you've got in no particular order. You've got Kind Industries. You've got Magnus, which is always like just a great, you can always count on them, really. Now you can't count on them for magnet strength because you get those sliders and it's like they almost always have to be tuned, or at least for my liking. So that's a bit of a challenge for me. But kind novel carry is crazy. I've got a lot of novel carry at this point. Kuko, Fidget Boy, and those are my main food groups right now. I mean, if I'm including like 3D printed stuff, I don't know if you guys have tried the Atlantis X. It's wild that that's 3D printed. It's so good. If I got bit on my willy by a snake, would you suck the venom out to save my life? No. Nope. It's a pretty easy one, actually. Definitely wouldn't. Let's see. Pura. Oh, would he anodize? Oh, he has. Okay, cool. Yeah, that is an Aurora EDC. Very nice. So I enjoy that. This thing is a challenge. I'm just trying to get this done, take out some other stuff and enjoy. I don't know what this song is, though. I got into some weird... There we go. I can't even... I don't even have patience to get this thing back together. What is the steps here? What are the steps? Rusty Axe, what is up? Will you be reviewing more spinners? You know, it depends. I get in and out of spinners, but I did get these NJT buttons for my. I just want like a little. No, that's terrible. Wow. I guess they don't show so well down here in the dark, but outside in the sun, this Zircuti button set here, just these really deep blacks surrounded by purples and blues. So these buttons just, I'm in love with this guy. But I get into them and then I kind of ebb and flow out of them a little more so than mechanicals and magnetic. I kind of, I'll go off of them for a while. This one's actually a lot of fun for just being like a part of a scepter set from like a Chinese company, the DJG. What's this thing called? Precept. It's got a good sound. That's fun, right? So, yeah, I mean, I'll review more. But yeah. Mateo, no fidgets? Listen, man, there's plenty out there at this point that is greatly affordable. All right. So get out there and check some stuff out. Look at this one. I got this from Fidget Syndicate this week. Is that awesome or what? Let's get the whole thing lit up. Fun, right? I like that. That's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Also, this thing, I laugh because I got this Workos thing as a sponsor, but I've literally been using this fucking magnetic, bam. And I've got like, oh shit, that's perfect. Does that work? Nah, it's not perfect. Fuck. Either way, it's great for working on this shit in the dark. Okay. Mesmerizing as hell. Yes. How'd you get the buttons? I can't even get one of those Tri-Minis. Yeah, the Precept does sound really nice. I got the buttons because somebody was just happened to be selling them on Facebook. So if you watch like the Daily Fidget Marketplace, yeah, somebody just happened to be selling that pair of buttons for $100. And to me, for Zircuti, it seemed like a pretty solid deal. So I jumped on it. I think I'm correct in that assumption. $100 for Zircuti. What makes something glow in the dark? I don't know, man, but I don't know how many of you had like a lava lamp as a kid. That and glow in the dark stuff, and then like translucent green. I feel like that color was the 90s or something. Imagine a phone case like that. That would be pretty sick, actually. I would take that. All right. I just want to fucking put this thing back together. Why does it not go? You know what? I've got an idea. Fuck this. I got to get with Nick, the gentleman that sold this to me, and figure out how he took it apart and put it back together successfully, because I don't have the patience to find out right now. All right. Thanks, Workos. Anyway, that flashlight's sick. Had an affiliate code this week, I think. The little description thing. Let's check some other stuff out. Yeah, let's bring the glow in the dark guy back out. What about Nub cruncher? Anybody? Dynamic inertia? Oh my god. Dude, Mr. Funkadelic. I was jealous of the kids that had that. I had to go to like the science museum for that shit. A little lamp, you'd put your fingers on the ball and you were like Merlin or something. That was so cool. If you can believe it, I had a purple, it was a black body, clear water, and then this beautiful purple bubbling lava. Fuck, I might get a lava lamp. I would love to have a lava lamp again. KB Toys, yes. I know I didn't have to go into a museum, but it was like I never spent my money on what I wanted. Maybe that's part of like the enjoyment of fidgets, because literally I remember walking into a KB Toys, money in hand for a talk boy after seeing Home Alone, Home Alone 2, and I saw this like bullshit Batman toy, and I was like, nope, that's the one. It was too impulsive. And so I'd end up buying something I didn't want. And a lot of times I think I just ended up with things that weren't that lightning ball that you're talking about. Such a bummer. What's up, Adam? Daniel Scott's here. Or Dane Scott. Sorry about that. I added an N. J-Dub. What's happening? Stretch Armstrong, buddy. Yes. Okay, have I gotten any of the new Magnus sliders? He's done a lot of new stuff recently. Absolutely, he has. This was the, I mean, this is the radiator that's fairly new. I think even though it's a completely different plate style than all of his other sliders, this is already like crazy outdated, and it was from like August. That's nuts. What else have we gotten? No, you know, really, I haven't, I guess. I have this one. I have the Zerk plates, the brushed Zerk, but they're a little slow. They just don't move as fast without the extra added effort. Where these, like, you can see I push that and it practically does the work itself. And that's after tuning and everything. I don't know how long I'll hang on to this one. And this body style I actually bought on accident. I thought I was purchasing a whole different slider, but I called it by the wrong name. And they shipped me this. And I was like, what? And then when I started messing with it and I put the Zerk plates on, I was like, that's pretty sick looking, but it just doesn't move the way I want, unfortunately. Oh, Crossfire. You guys, Crossfire is such a good game. I bought that for my oldest when he was a little younger. And we got to play it again, and it, let me tell you, it did not have the same excitement with a kid today, you know? They just, not the same excitement. Because, I mean, I feel like playing that game as a kid, I felt like I was in that fucking commercial. It was like, Crossfire. And you're like hitting the ball into the other person's, I don't know, goal or whatever. It's like one of the most intense commercials. We were looking for this thing when I, oh wait, what? For this thing when you said lava lamps. They're called fiber optic light toys. Okay, was that like the big plume of fiber optic lights? And so it was just like almost like a little fiber optic bush or something like that. Because I remember that. Yeah, yeah. Those things were cool. You could like shake them. There was an obsession for a little while. I felt like that was that like right at the end of the 90s. Yeah, the tips glowed. What was that? I mean, we had like an obsession with fiber optics. It became like a brand new thing or something. Oh, the stainless steel Funyun. Let me see if I have that, because that one is being sold. Oh, that's gone. Shit. Where is that? Oh. All the way at the bottom. SS Funyun. This thing is insanely quiet. I mean, there's no way, unless I hold it up to the mic, maybe. Gives you a little bit of sound. Did I turn the hold on here? Yeah. No, that thing's interesting for sure. I don't know if it's my jump out at me favorite or anything like that. 2001, baby. That totally makes sense. I'm an 86 baby. Fucking 40 next year. Malcolm in the Middle return? Yeah, you know, Malcolm in the Middle is like one of those shows that like eluded me a little bit. I mean, my parents, I remember like when the government, who was it, like Reagan's wife or something, was really against the Simpsons, not symptoms. And my mom was like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't watch The Simpsons. And Malcolm in the Middle, I just felt like kind of fell in that realm. And so I just never really watched it too often. Hungry Hippos, Hess Trucks, and RC Toys. There were so many RC cars that I bought and just destroyed immediately, because you get them in the winter. And so you're going to take them out and get the battery wet. They could not handle it. Too Fast 2, thank you. Appreciate it. Says your videos are so great, bro. Hey, listen, I appreciate that. I am, you know, I'm like a little bit kind of in the market to change things up a little bit. I mean, I know that this model works now for a lot of people. They like seeing the consistent reviews and stuff like that, but I've been in talks for like, how can I review the best of the best and find quicker ways to categorize or summarize rather the lesser of the bunch. Yeah, the SS one does stand out because it's quiet, but I mean, this, there's no denying that like that sounds phenomenal. And it's so smooth. It's kind of bizarre how smooth that feels. Do fidgets ever use magnesium? Well, I don't know about magnesium. Sen, what's up? What time is it in Australia right now? I have no concept of what the time difference is. Sam Bennett, member of the channel, welcome. Oh, magnesium, magnets, magnetics. Yeah, I mean it's almost all magnetics. You got it's either magnetics or mechanicals. So you've got magnetics here. 411. Oh snap! It's 11:11 here. I'm staying up late here. You've got, geez Louise, magnets. You've got ball and spring. So mechanicals. These utilize magnets. Magnus beans. Sen, what are you? I'm assuming that you're probably fidgeting right now while you're watching this. Is there anything in particular that you have? Curious. Or what have you been favoring? What piece? (11:11 p.m.) You're goddamn right it is, Dane. 7 a.m. Adam, where are you from? Adam Ganesh. To play with something at school. Oh yeah, well no, that makes sense. If you're gonna use it in a school setting, that's a pretty solid choice. Those are magnetic. Oh fuck, that sucks. That did not work. Middle East? Okay. Nice. So this won't work. Why not? Why did it happen? Ah. Weird. There we go. Ah. Dude, your Compiform V3 Flip looks awesome. I saw that in the group the other day. I still have my Cubert, which I just have trouble like letting go of that and moving on to anything else. Because I just think he's looks so good. I love that pattern. Oh shoot. Okay. Let's see. What video game am I on right now? I wish I was. I would kill right now for a new Fallout game, or for God's sakes, I mean, I'm not gonna like whatever. The new Grand Theft Auto would be so cool to be able to just finally play it, for God's sakes. But something in that vein. And I tried Starfield because I love Bethesda, and it just did not scratch the itch that I was looking to be scratched. So unfortunately, not a lot of video games. I'll play like Fortnite with my oldest because he lives out of state. Makes it easy to connect and spend some time together. And I still play GTA 5 occasionally with my brother, who also lives out of state. All right. Middle East, that's wild, man. Thank you for tuning in from around the globe. No haters on your live stream. How do I manage to do that? Is that pretty typical? I don't know. I mean, I guess the people that are here watching are probably the fidgeting type, so they probably, you know, came here knowing what to expect. I hope, maybe. I am also like in the market for like a gaming desk kind of thing. Because right now I do this on a workbench, which is nuts. But like I could also come in here and saw some wood or film a fidget review. If I got like a gaming desk, I could really set up like a legitimate kind of rig here. Oy, oy. Currently designing a fidget slider. Any tips? Magnet distance is important. You want to get it so that it does exactly what you want to do. If it doesn't, back to the drawing board. Get some of the other sliders, even some of the 3D printed ones like Fidget Boys or Otter EDC. You know, get a hold of some of those and do some of the measurements. You know, it's not copycat to do some distance. It's about design. So maybe you take their magnet distance and you tweak it a little bit, but it's a great place to start is just by getting your hands on other things. It's like people learn to be good chefs by tasting other food and being inspired, you know. Start there, because if the magnet distance is wrong, you get too quick a connection and it doesn't feel right, people put it down right away. If you get overswing, like you go up in a ladder and when I go down like that, it connects over here all crazy. I'm not even in frame, Christ almighty. You know, overswing is like I push down on that and like it automatically every time swings over and does one of these. People don't want that. People don't want that. All right. But yeah, keep me in the loop. I love when people are out here designing new stuff. True. Have I seen the Arc Raiders? Arc Raiders. Why does that sound familiar? Sometimes I lose track with all these different names. What is that? Oh, a video game. I'm out here. I'm thinking like, what fidget brand is that? I haven't not heard that. Where? Yeah, that does sound familiar though, because I think I saw an article on it. Maybe is that like a brand new one? J-Dub, have a good night, man. Or lady, I don't know, to be honest. But have a good night. Oh yeah, if the distance is good to go, you're good to go, man. Then you just need an evocative design. Like Atlantis X is cool because it's got definite character. It's got that ball you can press in the middle. It's got a design. It's got a story behind it. Like she ships each one. Like make it unique. Make it special like that. She ships each one with like a little like a comic card too. That is so unique. I haven't even seen somebody do that before. So like each variation that she makes of it has a story to go with it. I think that's really cool. Either that or you got to have killer branding to make it really feel premium, like the Puchicon, right? Taka is like a master. Like he put this out there, the first one, and just had like a little teaser video that was so well done. People were like, "This is freaking 3D." Could not believe it, and now they sell out like instantly. Of course, he does like sign up sales, but so good. An incredible design. I mean, he spent serious time building this thing up. Get over slide. Yeah. Does happen. I mean, I see a lot of people that enter the 3D space and they want to press print, have something come off, and somebody hands them money, and there you go, profit made. And it takes way more time than that to get something that's profitable or worthwhile. You know, this isn't like a new concept by any means. This had been done, but Gavin at Dynamic Inertia was working on 3D printing for the first time because he's like a machinist. He's a lathe machinist by trade. And he wanted to put something out there, a 3D printed piece. And he showed in like a live stream, I think, or on his YouTube channel, the iterations of these. And he had like 100 of these in a box. It's just nuts. It's nuts. The amount of filament. I mean, you could probably go through 2 rolls of filament before you've even decided on a design. It's crazy. It's kind of kept me away from 3D printing myself. But all right, let's see. What do we got? Like the game pieces. What like the game pieces? Reminds you of a domino. Which one is that? This one reminds you of a domino? Poochcon's great. Love this guy. Adam, have a great day at school, sir. Egg slicer. Egg slicer? You talking about the Magnus slider? Egg slicer? Lock in straight as only. I think that's a 3D printing joke. I just don't know enough to know if I should laugh. Didn't need to reprint that much. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, it was also Gavin's first time. I mean, Gavin had just gotten a 3D printer and hadn't, as far as I know, or he didn't have like as intensive one or something like that. So he was really like hitting the ground running and prototyping a ton of stuff. I'm working on a design. I've printed at least 100 prototypes. Final isn't going to be in plastic though. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Fine Mesh Labs, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, sometimes, especially if it's going to be in metal, and you're going to be investing the money into having it machined for you, you better make sure that that design is right. Absolutely. Do I have a shop where I sell these fidgets? You know what? That was one of the great experiments of 2025. I opened a Shopify because I thought, oh my God, I buy so many of these, and I'd love the opportunity to have a spot to sell them without having to make like a big Facebook post like you normally do, because you go on like Facebook Marketplace and you drop in a list of all their names, the prices you're looking for, etc. And then almost immediately it was like emails from, saying like, you've reached your limit on profits for Etsy or for Shopify, and now you've got to claim your storefront on your taxes. And I was like, why does the fucking government need to be involved in my fidget hobby? That's like a whole other level of nuts. That I don't know why. Obviously, I should have like expected it, but um, it just kind of clicked for me in that moment. I was like, no, no, they don't need to know about this shit. So close down the store, and I'll just keep selling shit on Facebook. I'm fine with that. So yeah, if you go on Daily Fidget Marketplace, that's really like the top spot to go. Daily Fidget Marketplace will lead you to a lot of fidget sales, not just mine. Emirbazan? Hey, how are you? Welcome. Let's see what else I got. This is, you'll be appalled, but this is how I have my stuff packed for tomorrow. So like, this is my Loudy Fox bat. It's just like a little EDC pouch. I've got some patches from some of the different fidget companies. And yikes, right? So here's what's going to be in my pocket, right? This is how insane I am. I feel like a mental person, but every day I go through and I'm like, what am I in the mood for? Or what am I really digging right now that I want to play with at work while I walk around? And then what might I want? So I've got my Novel Carry Ergo. I've got my Magnus radiator with stainless Swiss plates. And I've got my Funyun and Black Peak. It just has a great, I gotta move this microphone because I don't know if that's close enough for you to hear that even. Oh, yeah. So those three are going in my pocket. We'll just move those off to the side because those are the Go Gang. Then I've got Count Val Cruz, what's up? Then I've got the PEI Secret Slider. So good. This thing, and I don't even know the brand. I can't make heads or tails of it. But it says Cold Brains. Now when I've looked that up, can't hear me? Oh no. Hey, T-Sweat, thank you. Is that any better? You let me know. This thing is like really good. Cool, cool, cool. I hope that sound is coming through for you guys. This has literally been one of the most addictive sounds for me, and I cannot find this brand. So, Cold Brain -S, I guess. I've got my Top B Snake. got this other Magnus that I'm borrowing from somebody, but by borrow I mean keeping long enough to convince myself to just buy that from them. So probably just purchase this, even though it's not my favorite body, or not body style, but at least my favorite color. What's up? Can you be a moderator? So what does that do though? Or what can you do in that capacity? And hi, have we met? Got this spin stick here. This is Fidget Boy, and it's got this 3D printed spandrel, which is like a spin boy handle. So nice. Another novel carry. They just reached out. They said that they're going to be sending me Teflon plates to try out. And I am so excited. So excited for that. So I think that'll be great. Oh, you just want to be one. Is it Ryan? Ryan the core? Yeah, let's just moderate it up, man. Click the button. Yeah, so these are my secret sliders I still have now. I've got a, you know what? Maybe it's because my microphone. Dude, La Sweat, not, or LA Sweat, La Sweat. Got me freaking out now that I'm too quiet, but check it out. I've got my titanium and my PEI. This one's got like a good yeah. Ooh, I love that. Ooh, listen to this one on the standard track though. So this one's got this button on the back. Boom. Flip it over. Oh, Tim. What's up, Tim? Appreciate the call out for the microphone. I think because I've got it set up on my left side so that I can look over at my computer. But when I do that, I'm angled away from the microphone. Let's check this thing out under the black light, or under the UV. Look at that. When you hit it, it glows like crazy pink and orange. And you let go of it. Purples, oranges, whites. Oh, so cool. I love that. Is that a groove? No, that's an FZ EDC Fat Cat. I've got 3 of them. I've got that one. I've got a black carbon fiber. And then I've got it in PEI too. And each one of them has a different sound. So, you know, you got to have all of them. Superior to the X1. Ooh. Listen, now, if you're asking me if that's superior to the X1, I'm going to tell you, you just got to own both of them. You got to own all the options. They're definitely smaller. They're more compact. You know, not by like a whole lot, but they do feel smaller in the hand. But you get a lot more variation, I think, with this. And these still, goddamn, those sound so good. Here's one that's been blowing my mind though, and it's literally like, I don't know, $24 on AliExpress. Is the Ghost slider, man. I mean, that's nuts. Now, I did some tunage, you know, but it came with springs that were a little too intense or too dense. And so I put a ping spring on each side and then a regular spring. Oh my God, that's so good. So good. I ordered one in PEI too, because yeah, I mean there was that 11/11 sale that ended on, God, what did that end today? I guess earlier today, and so these were on sale for 24 bucks. I have been favoring that. The Edie Cell. And this thing's just got magnets in here so that they kind of like wobble and rattle. Oh, so cool. That is really cool. Really quick, I'm going to, let's answer Welfare Mother's question. And then I'm going to go because I got to wake up with these damn kids. Adding grip to sliders such as the Top H. Listen, I mean, they've got grip tape for my sensibility. These already feel pretty good. They've got this like fingerprint pattern on the back that definitely gives more grip. But I don't know. I mean, they have grip tape out there. I would say that's probably your best bet. And I've seen some people do it, and it looks kind of classy. They take like black grip tape and they just cut it out in the shape of like, let's say this back piece here, and just kind of make it look like it's incorporated in the piece. And I think that's probably the best bet. So I would probably go with that. Look online for grip tape. They even have like if you've seen it, like fidget sensory stickers that are kind of grippy or have a texture to them. And you could honestly probably like Cricut cut or just X-Acto knife cut some of those and make some of your stuff like upscale them a little bit. Thank you. I like to think I have good taste in sliders and fidgets. Top 10 video. I released a top 10 mechanical and top 10 magnetic video today for the members for my channel, the top tier members. And next week, those will be released to the public on Thanksgiving and then Black Friday. I'll put those videos out, but they're accessible right now on the channel. Obviously, you'd have to be a member, but you know, do it or don't. Wait a week. And plus, I always do a top 10 plus video because my tastes are so unpredictable in terms of what I'll be into. And so, you know, I usually include like, here's the ones that I'm using the most right now, and here are the other ones in the collection. Because if they're in the collection, that means that they're still holding a place, you know, kind of in my fidget thoughts, if you will. So I do probably every other month right now for top 10. You can go in, there's also like playlists on the channel, and there's one that is lists, I want to say. It's just called lists. And that's got all my top 10s from, I don't know, I guess the past year I've probably been doing those and maybe a little beyond. Customs duties. Customs duties. If it ain't that, it's something else. That's a bummer. Try I 6053. I can't say that screen name. No offense. Thing guy. I'm trying to break that down into like other words, or I can't tell if it's a name, but either way, tariffs, customs duties. If you buy on AliExpress, like For Innswork or the Marcia Linden store, or there's other ones. If you go on there and buy, it'll say all fees included in the price when you buy it. And that way they cover customs duties. So when that comes to you, it's coming straight to you. I hope that helps. Compiform V3, we were just talking about that at the top of this. And I have one, and I've lost one. Where are you? Yeah, I have a V3. Boy, is it on the table here or what? Oh, yeah. I've got this Cubert V3. I love it. I mean, it's going to stay in my collection forever, plus because it's a harder pattern to find. But, you know, those new flippable ones look really sick. Ivan is a machining genius. Okay. We got any thoughts on Compiform V3? Yeah. We got you. adding a bead, adding a bead, adding a bead, adding a bead. Which plane slider? Plane slider. Well, listen, I mean, if you're talking about adding a bead like a lanyard and a bead to hold on to or something, or if you're talking about adding a bead right on top there, similar to that, I guess you could. Might need to be like cut in half, like a little half dome to put on there. You could probably still make that look premium, but remember that when you say on top, you want to be talking about this side, because if you put it on this side and you glue any sort of bead or something down, this middle track and its ability to pop up and down when the ball and spring hit it is what helps create such good sound. So don't glue anything over the top of that. You're going to want to put it on there and then use it like this. Hope that is helpful. All right, guys, this was cool. I just hopped on, do a little tuning, talk about some stuff. Appreciate all of you hanging out. I'm gonna go get some rest. Thank you. Impromptu stream. All right, check it out if you're a member. Also, this Sunday we're doing a member-only stream that we're going to do and kind of get into some deeper stuff and get some of those burning questions answered. All right, folks. Check you later.